हेलो फ्रेंड्स, यदि आपने अभी तक हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो इस लाल बटन को दबाकर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स के लिए बेल दबाइए। टॉप ऑन 10 presents 10 creepiest photos of victims taken by serial killer. Number 10. Robert Ben Rhodes. A hidden compartment in his 18-wheeler truck is where he would end the lives of his victims in the most brutal manner imaginable, a vicious cycle of kidnap, torture, kill. He is suspected of killing more than 50 women between 1975 and 1990. Number 9. Harvey Glatman. Harvey Glatman was a truly frightening and twisted serial killer. In the late 1950s, Glatman posted lonely hearts adverts to lure his victims in addition to prowling modeling agencies in Los Angeles, posing as a photographer before taking women back to his apartment. Number 8. Rodney Alcala. Rodney Alcala was also known as the dating game killer because he appeared as a contestant on a popular dating show during his killing spree. He was described as a killing machine by detectives and would strangle his victims, receive them from unconsciousness. Number 7. William Richard Bradford. William Richard Brad sentenced to death in California for the murder of his 15-year-old neighbor and a 21-year-old barmaid. In 1984, Bradford met barmaid Sherry Miller in a Los Angeles bar and told her he was a professional photographer who could help build her modeling portfolio. Number 6. Robert Bardella. Robert was a serial killer and torturer who was documented his sinister slayings in photographs. Between 1984 and 1987, he murdered at least 6 men in Kansas City, Missouri. After befriending his victims, he kidnapped them and physically tormented them for days and weeks on end. Number 5. Jerry Brudos. Serial killer Jerry Brudos was known as the Lust Killer for his preserved attraction to his victims. He killed them in a cold blood and then kept many of their shoes as trophies. Number 4. Dean Corll. Twisted serial killer and torturer Dean Corll abducted, assaulted, and killed at least 28 teenage boys and young men from 1970 to 1973. He was given the nickname the Candyman as he would use free candy to lure his vulnerable victims into a false sense of security. Number 3. Anatoly Silviko. Soviet serial killer Anatoly Silviko played a disturbing game with his victims in an attempt to recreate his own twisted fantasy. In his early 20s, he witnessed a traffic accident that fatally injured a young boy wearing a young pioneer's. Number 2. Jeffrey Dahmer. There are some images you should never search for online, such in the case for the personal Polaroid collection belonging to serial killer and cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer that was uncovered during his arrest. Number 1. The Unsolved Polaroid. On September 20, 1988, 19-year-old Tara Calico disappeared near her home in Belen, New Mexico when she failed to return from her regular bike ride.